Hey y'all, if you watched our last video, I showed you how the freeze affected our blueberry crop this year here in Texas. And during that video, I showed you also how coyotes have damaged our drip line in our field. And so here's what they've done. They've eaten two in a lot of different places, all up and throughout the field. And so today I'm going to show you how we repair them. So stay with me. So let's see, I need to get my clippers. As you can see, I got a bunch of bamboo that I cut in the back of here because we're raising a bunch of tomatoes this year. Since we're not going to have a blueberry crop, we're going to have a lot of tomatoes, so that's what that's for. Let's see, I got to get some drip line out so that I can cut some off of here. It's all underneath it. There's a shorter piece right here, maybe. This one may do it. I got all my tools in here. Cut this rascal. These daggum coyotes get out here chewing on this stuff, and I guess they're just bored because they chew it in places, a bunch of different areas. It ain't like they're just trying to get a drink. They do a lot of damage. But I got these little, let's see here. Got two different types of couplings. These here just slip on. They're really simple. I buy them by the hundreds count, several hundred at a time. But you just push it inside here, right like that. There you go. And then that little collar, twist that little collar up on there. That collar's got little barbs on it right here. You slip it up there on it, twist it, and it'll hold it, kind of like Chinese handcuffs, I guess. Keep them from coming back and back off. Now if you've got too much water pressure and it gets hot, these things will blow apart if you're not careful. And the sun's gonna damage them too after so long, so you got to be watching them. They'll come to pieces on you. Next thing you know, you got water going everywhere. We don't need that in there. We'll get rid of that too. Now, it's a pretty simple fix for the most part, unless they really tear a lot up. I got a spot right over here. I'm going to show you on this other side where they've really been vandalizing some stuff. This thing, it gets hot in the summertime, it'll stretch. I'm actually going to cut it, I think, again, right in here. Cut this piece. It doesn't take long to fix them. It's just costly. It costs money. Those things aren't cheap. And if it happens when it normally does, it's a real inconvenient time. Luckily, I hadn't had the water yet this year because we've had so much rain. But normally, if it happens in the summer, you can lose some plants in a hurry, because they can't go without water for very long. This bark bed, though, it holds a lot of moisture, so we've been really fortunate. Let's see here. Let's see, I'm going to show you one more spot. This will really make you upset. place that they've eaten to right here. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me show you here what they've done. So I've got 10 more rows that I've started to make out here. It's all grown up in weeds now. But anyway, I got my water line going across through here, and I had it stubbed up right here with the line on it. They have eaten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chewed the ends of them off. And a couple of them, one of them, got 2 of them over there. Look at that. They chewed them all to pieces. And look at this one over here. I can't fold that one down no more. Look, ate it off level. I got to cut this pipe off now to get that and repair that. I put this pipe on the sleeve on there when I put this drip line in so that the gophers wouldn't eat through it, not thinking that the coyotes would just come and just chew on every one of them down through here. And look, you can see the pigs have been tearing me up. They're just tearing me up something terrible. So that's something else I got to take care of soon. But let's see. So, oh shoot. Here's one that I might can fix over here. Pretty simple. Yeah. Golly. That ain't one thing, it's 10. At least this one I can fix right here. I can just cut it off right here. I don't know if that hole goes through or not. And I got this little collar thing right here that goes on there. You just slip it on. Let's see. Slip it on like that. Fold this thing. And then put it back in there. Like that. And that, well, you want it to be bent like this. Like this right here. And slide it back up on here like this. And maybe, I don't know if that's going to work or not. It's supposed to keep the water from spraying out of there when it bends, but it don't look like it's, I don't like the way it's not closed all the way. Well, I won't know till I turn it on again. Okay. These others, I'm going to have to cut that pipe off just to get to it. You know, that's something probably folks don't think about. Coyotes and fox messing things up. See, like this one, I'm gonna have to cut this off deep enough to be able to bend that thing over again. It's either use this little tool or dig all this up and do it over again. There we go. Oh goodness. I'm just going to try to just bend that one over and leave that cut piece on there. Maybe I can get it bent enough that it won't spray all out of there. And that's how you do it. Alright, here's another leak scenario I wanted to show you here. I've already got a coupling right here from a prior leak. And this particular, where they ate it in two over here, there's 2 drippers in there, and they ate it in the middle of the drippers also right here. So, what I'm going to do is undo this one. I push that coupling back up there, and then twist and pull this off, holding that coupling. And I've got those 2 drippers. I'm just going to go ahead and throw those in the buggy, and I'll get those drippers later. And we'll stick this one back on here. on this end. Make sure that coupling's pulled back up. And then here, I'm going to cut this again right here. Let's see, measure it just a little bit to make sure it's good. We'll just cut it right here. Oh, I forgot my coupling. Now, hold on just a second. Here's another one. I'll push it up on here. Twist it back up there. And same here. Okay, now we got that connected. So now we don't have any holes for any drippers. So what I've done to make this simple on myself is I cut a little piece of PVC pipe, 1/2 inch, that fits right over this tubing. So what I'll do is I'll snap it on there, right there. I'm going to put my dripper inside where that blue line is. That way they all stay the same. And I've got a little flag dripper, 1 gallon per hour. I got me a screwdriver that I cut off just about, I don't know, that looks about like maybe 1/4 inch. I filed it down. I can grab that piece of PVC, stick that on there. You heard it pop. Then I can just stick that dripper right in there. Look at that. But you can't hardly hold it. You know, if you don't have something to hold that PVC with, it'll collapse on you when you go to try to push it. So that's why I cut this piece of deal here, because if you just try to hold it like this and push in, it'll just collapse and smash it. And then if it does go through, you take a chance of damaging the back side, you know, pushing it through the back side. With this on there, it just holds it right in place. You can use, you know, and push and pull at the same time. See, right over here, can't hardly see it, this dang brush in the way. I'm just gonna put it right in here. You hear it pop? Alright. Oh, I keep losing my dang dripper. There you go. Stick my dripper in, and I'm ready. I'm back in business. Ready for another coyote to eat it. That little tip right there will help you. They've got some little tools, and I have one somewhere that is made for this, but it's a little clamp thing. I'd have to show you, I guess. It's not near as good as what this is, in my opinion. This works really good in this little screwdriver. Pop it in there, and it doesn't hit the other side, doesn't damage it. It does it really quickly. So off to the next one. We got a lot of them to fix. It'll take us a couple days to get them all fixed, and then we'll be back to watering every day. It's getting dry. Even though we don't have much fruit, we got some fruit on these little ones, but we don't have any fruit on these over here. These were damaged severely. There's not a berry at all. You got 1,000 plants in here, no berries. And I'm guessing that they were so stressed out from the cold weather that they just made leaves instead of fruit. That's all I can figure, because they weren't even, the buds weren't even hardly formed. They weren't open or anything. So, you know, maybe that's just the way it happened. It just too much stress and changed into leaves. So we're growing leaves this year. Growing leaves and tomatoes. We got tomatoes, and we're going to have squash and cucumbers and all kinds of other vegetables. Watermelons, cantaloupes. We got to try to make it up somehow.